What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with my next reaction to NBA free agency. I know I look a little dressed up. It's not for the video though, it's just for something else. Anyway, start with my first transaction. I got Justin Hamilton signing with the Brooklyn Nets. The center signs for I believe 1 year. Let me look up that contract information right quick. Also, as always, all the transactions will be in the description below. Alright, let's get the 2-year deal, 2 years, $6 million. Again, adding some depth behind Brook Lopez. You know, the Nets haven't had a fun free agency so far after losing Tyler Johnson and Allen Crabbe on the offer sheets, both to their original teams. They just need to fill out some depth. So next one, the Atlanta Hawks signed Jarrett Jack to a 1-year veterans minimum. So again, they need to fill out some depth just behind Dennis Schroeder after losing Jeff Teague. I'm assuming that's why they made that move. Next one, the Brooklyn Nets signed Greivis Vasquez to a 1-year deal. Not much to say about that. Jared Sullinger, pretty big news, signs a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Toronto Raptors. Possibly will be the starting power forward for the Toronto Raptors. Either way, it's a good depth sign. I like it. You know, they lose Bismack Biyombo, so they got to add some depth to the front court, and that's definitely a way to do it. One of the best free agents that was left. Next one. Pretty sure all you guys have heard this already. This is not free agency news, but Draymond Green was arrested for assault in Michigan. Apparently, he slapped a fan that was talking a whole lot of crap. So, you know, see what happens there. But again, just, I guess, a storyline to follow during the offseason, a more interesting one. Next one, Paul Pierce. This is obvious news. Intends to play for the Clippers this coming year. You know, I announced in the last one that Paul Pierce would be coming back for another year. I mean, he signed a 3-year deal with the Clips last year, so obviously they still have his rights. Next one, Furkan Korkmaz will not play for the Sixers this year. Honestly, not that big of news. I expected him to stay overseas another year. You know, one of the more high potential guys. We'll see what happens with Luwawu, another one of their picks that can play at the wing spot or the shooting guard spot. And, you know, something to pay attention to long term, because I really believe Furkan Korkmaz was deserving of a lottery pick and that he was good enough to be a lottery pick. So, again, we'll see what happens. Next one, Kris Humphries re-signs with the Atlanta Hawks, 1 year, $4 million. Good to keep some of their depth. Next one, Luis Scola signs with the Brooklyn Nets for 1 year. So coming over from the Toronto Raptors, I don't think the Nets are going to compete for a playoff spot this year. But if they do, Luis Scola, a guy that's got tons of playoff experience. Just I think in recent memory, he's been to the conference finals multiple times with the Indiana Pacers, went to the conference finals last year with the Toronto Raptors. He was even starting for the Toronto Raptors a little bit last year, so in my mind, a good sign. Next piece of news, the New York Knicks re-signed Sasha Vujacic. Not huge news, but again, Knicks locking down more of their roster. And then last news, a little bit more of international rookie news, and that is Ante Zizc will not play for the Celtics this year. Will stay another year overseas. So I believe that makes I can't remember if Ivica Zubac is staying here, leaving this year. I believe I saw that he will not be staying in the U.S. So that makes Korkmaz, Zizc, Jochi, and if that's true, then Ivica Zubac, as far as I know, players that will not be playing for their teams this year. You know, Dario Saric coming over this coming year for the Sixers, so we'll see if all those players can come over next year. So that'll pretty much do it for this video. Like I said, all these transactions, everything that I announced in this video will be in the description below, but that's pretty much it. See ya.